What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This is Sunny from personalmasteryquest.com, and today I want to give you the 3 questions you must ask yourself every single time you're going through a difficult time in your life. One thing to completely accept before you even ask yourself these questions is that you will go through these difficult times in your life. Everybody does. It's just part of life. It's just part of this dualistic nature of the reality that we live in. So with the good comes the bad. But because the bad exists, the good can also exist. So they're just 2 sides of the same thing, and we must learn to embrace both of them and not rely on either side for our well-being. So don't just rely on the good times or the happy times for your happiness, right? Be happy between both those times. When you're going through those difficult times, it's okay to feel bad. It's okay to be in a low vibration state for a while, but don't resist them. Don't try to distract yourself from them or run away from them, because the more you resist, the more it will persist in your life. Realize that your resistance is the only thing that is giving that pain or that negative emotion a lot of power. And the more you constantly focus on it, and the more you constantly just try to resist it and try to avoid it at all costs, the more prominent it will become in your life. Instead of resisting it, really get down to the bottom of it, face it, fully confront it, and accept it. Accept it as a necessary part of your life, and know that it's going to lead you to somewhere a lot better. Okay, and that will happen if you ask yourself these 3 questions and answer them thoroughly by reflecting fully within. Okay, so the first question is, what can I learn from this? Anytime you're going through a difficult time, that is your greatest opportunity to learn something about yourself and something about the nature of reality. When we're going through the good and happy times, you know, we're just like in a joyful state and whatnot, so we don't really pay attention to these things. And we don't really learn too much. We enjoy our time, but we don't learn too much. And when it is a difficult time in our life, when we go through certain problems or obstacles, that is when we can really tune in and learn certain things about the world and about ourselves that can help us create such a better life than our previous good times. And so every single time you're going through a difficult time in your life, doesn't matter if it's like a financial crisis, a health crisis, a breakup, really just ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And try to dig deep within, and you will find countless things that you can start improving, a certain outlook that you on the world that you can start building in order to get better results, a new way that you maybe can start treating people. You can learn countless things. So first question is, what can I learn from this? Which brings us to the second question, which is, how can this serve me? Okay, how can this thing that just happened in my life actually serve me? How can this make me a better person? How can this allow me to do good in the world? How can this allow me to make my life better? So it's very attached to the first question, which is, what can I learn from this? Because when you tie that in with how can this serve me, now you're taking the lesson that you learned from it and using it to propel you further. You're taking a negative time in your life, a fallback, to bounce back even harder. This is the opposite of what most people do. When most people have a fallback, or when most people get hurt in life, they build a lot of fear and a lot of resistance that makes them not want to take another leap of faith in themselves, in the world. That makes them go into a contracted state where now next time they don't give it their all. They always hold back. Instead, what you do is learn the lesson, try to think about how this lesson can help you actually come back even stronger and be better than you were before. Which brings us to number 3, ask yourself, how can I use this lesson to not make the same mistake or a similar mistake in the future? So the you that will bounce back way stronger, the you that will be way better than you were before, isn't going to be making those same mistakes, because he or she will learn his or her lesson. And you will see this in the world everywhere, is that when people make mistakes, they don't learn from them. And they keep making those same mistakes again and again and again because they keep falling in the trap of their old identity. And they just keep having these patterns recur again and again in their lives, thinking that this time it will be different, but it's never different. And it's because they don't learn the lesson, they don't ask how this can serve them, and then they don't really sit down and reflect and think about how they can avoid making the same mistake in the future. Guys, we make mistakes in our life so we can learn from them and not make them again, so that we can build on our previous mistakes. But if you just keep making the same mistake over and over again, you will never really make any progress. You will never really actually achieve anything. So it is very crucial, okay? Making mistakes is a good thing. It's very crucial to make mistakes first, okay? Second, you need to learn from those mistakes. Making mistakes is only good if you actually learn from them and apply those lessons into your life. There are obviously way more questions that you can ask yourself when you're going through that specific difficult time of yours, whatever it may be, but really try to get down to the situation. These are just 3 questions that you definitely should ask yourself, but really, like, you could write down anything on a piece of paper that you are realizing about yourself or just learning from this situation. Don't hold back. It is during those times where you can really make yourself so much better, so much stronger, just an improved overall version of yourself emotionally, physically, mentally. So don't lose out on these opportunities to do exactly that. So I wanted to share this quick message today. Don't resist your difficult times. Really be happy within them, because within them is your opportunity for whatever you are trying to create in your life, your dream life. It exists as a seed within those difficult times. So really plant that seed and let it grow. Okay, that is all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up and share this video with a friend who would also find it helpful. If you'd like to get coaching with me one-on-one, the link for that is in the description box below. But other than that, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.